Good morning, folks. I have to apologize in advance for clickbaiting. I'm a bad YouTuber. Now, those who know me know that on my channel you don't get, let's say, practical advice so that you can grab it and say, yes, that's what I wanted to hear. Now I go to the shop and buy this. Not with me. My intention is to sensitize you, to build, let's say, a natural immunity against utter bullshit. Now back to the topic. There's many people who need walking poles to support their knees or the joints in general. Or people using walking poles because they feel safer. It's better for maintaining their balance. Whatever. Totally fine with me. I'm happy for you. But the answer to the question, does everybody need walking poles? Answering that with yes, simply wrong. Now on the internet, let's say in forums or stuff, most of the people don't ask, do I need walking poles? No. They ask, which walking pole should I buy? And as always, the answer depends on how you ask your question. And even if they ask, do I need walking poles? There's always some dudes who answer that with, yes, you need them. Buy them. They don't know you at all. How can they give such an advice? And a question that's very funny for me is sometimes people ask, should I walk with one walking pole or better with two? People say, oh no, you always need two. Look at nature. There's no animal walking on three legs. Now to that I want to say, I'm not crying, it's cold. 325 million years ago, proven by science, when Earth has been visited by aliens for the very first time, they picked the monkeys out of the trees and taught them how to walk erect, upright, on two legs. And now you show up here and want to tell me I have to walk on four legs like an animal. Why not crawling on your nipples? But I'm losing my track. Now, using walking poles can take up to 30% of the pressure away from your knees. It's a good thing. And it supports your knees, your back, perfectly. But in order to take this 30% of pressure of your knees, you need a lot of power in your arms. You shouldn't forget that. But this means you have to know how to use walking poles in a correct way. It's not that easy. And yeah, if you watch people walking the Camino, the vast majority doesn't know how to use them. They just, swing it to the front and drag them behind them. You know, they just carry the walking poles from A to B. They don't use it. I once passed a girl on the Camino, and she had a pair of walking poles strapped to her backpack, and we talked a little, and I asked her, "Oh, you have kind of nice walking poles. Why don't you use them?" And she said, "No, I figured out I don't need them." And I said, "So why don't you give them away? Or leave them at the albergue? Maybe somebody would need it." She said, "No, they were so expensive." So you want to tell me you carry your walking poles to Santiago just because you have them, and then you take them back home and you don't need them anymore? Yeah. Okay, fine. Makes no sense for me. Now when it comes to the question, do you need walking poles? I can tell you if you need walking poles. I can tell you I don't. And yeah, I never felt the need to use walking poles. Maybe I could walk better with them, I don't know. But no, I don't want to. And some sections on the Camino, like downhill parts from Cruz de Ferro or Alto del Perdón, very steep, very rocky, and I feel safer without walking poles because I feel I can keep my balance better than with walking poles. And yeah, I like walking free hands, doing this stuff, holding a camera, drinking a bottle of water without always putting away, my poles. I don't know. Me, I don't need them. Now, if you feel the need to write in my comments, I walk with walking poles for many years and it's perfect for me, and I would say you definitely need walking poles. And now, imagine, I would ask you, do I need walking poles? What would you answer? You would say yes. Because why? Because you are convinced of them. Though you don't know me. I don't need walking poles. I don't want walking poles. But you tell me I need them. See? Makes no sense. And one thing to the convinced walking pole users: please, when you walk on asphalt, concrete, on the street, whatever, please use rubber tips. It's so annoying, the sound of walking poles on concrete. Cluck, 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 cluck. Drives me crazy. So, just to calm down a little, if you're walking with poles and you feel good and you feel safe, do it. Not everybody needs them. So my advice for you, now you get an advice. Always keep in mind, you are you, and this is your Camino. And most of the people don't know you. And most of the people are simply not able to give you good advice or practical advice. Hence, I don't even try to. So, if it's about walking poles, if you're not sure if you need them, talk to your doctor, physicist, Is that a word? I don't know. Try to borrow a pair of walking poles from a friend. Try to walk with them. And if you feel good or if you feel better, go for it. If it doesn't make any difference or they bother you while walking, let it go. And the money that you save, you can use for having a fancy dinner with your fellow pilgrim friends. That being said, see you next week. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned, stay you. Buen camino.